I want to get straight into it. I'm trying not to beat around the bush because I've had this conversation more than one occasion. So I want to make sure that we get a clear understanding on what's going on in society. This is a society issue from my vantage point. That's what I think anyway. From my vantage point, there's a disconnect somewhere, and I do surveys and things to ask questions on how are we in these situations where relationships are not functioning properly. I know it's late for some people. I know some people are probably getting ready to go to bed, and trying to prepare themselves for the next work day. However, I would like to try to address some of these things. All right. Yeah, I know it's late. I know it's kind of late. But a lot of times I don't know what people are doing. But we gonna get into it and handle this business. All right. So I was having this discussion with one of my partners, and he was like, "Man, sometimes the men, we do be screwing up." Okay, that's up for discussion. That's one of those things where you have to weigh in on the situation. We have to understand that we are two different species. The same or similar makeup, however, we are different in our thought processes. Okay? For the most part, men are made to be rough around the edges, and women are created to be soft and nurturing. From the things that I've experienced and from what I've been told, that women are supposed to be nurturers, so that means that they may be a little bit more softer and tender when it comes to the way that they handle things and treat people. And they should be a little bit more gentle when it comes to them in a relationship and treating their significant other. All right. So we should be able to communicate with one another without being disruptive to one another. Disruptive in this manner means that we at least should be able to communicate with each other and diffuse certain conflicts and certain things that that causes relationships to crash. For the most part, men, we have to be more straightforward and to try to diffuse the situations sometimes, because we have to say, let's talk about it. No, let's talk about it. I don't want to, baby, I don't want to argue with you. I don't want to argue with you. I don't need no confusion or nothing like that. I just want to be able to talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's not turn this into something that's a deal breaker and ruin relationships. So we need to talk about it. There's a communication issue. Some people learn how to communicate from when they were children. Sometimes if your children don't see the parents communicating, or they see them the way that they handle issues, then guess what? They might grow up and feel the same way. They might grow up and look at things in the same manner. Well, my mama used to curse my daddy out. He stayed there for 30 years. That don't make it right. Oh, okay, I got it. We supposed to speak what's on our mind. We supposed to get whatever we got going on off of our chest. This may be true, but how that's working out? How is that making your relationship any better? How does your significant other, how do they feel about the way that you address them, or the way that y'all come at each other? Sometimes we gotta say, I'm done. I'm done talking about it. Sometimes we gotta say that. Listen, come on. Why are we talking about this? Why are we discussing this? Sometimes we have to talk about it. So the thing is that how do we, as men, make the relationships better? And say how the men take their relationships to the next level, and make their families function properly. That's the question at hand at this moment. How can us as men take our families to the next level, our relationships to the next level, and make our families function properly? We got to ask ourselves that, because at this going rate, the divorce rate is high. Let's just look at it. Let's look at it for what it is. The relationships are not functioning properly. Why? Like I said before, some of it is childhood issues and not knowing how to handle problems. So we'll go into this situation where we want to argue all the time. Men, we can't argue with women, because women will do this this thing where people will say things that disappoint you and make you feel some type of way. We can't disrespect each other either. You know, sometimes some men are coming to relationships and they've been through some things also. So women, y'all have to understand that some of the men come into relationships, they've been through some stuff too. They've been through some things. So we have to be aware of what our partner has been through. We have to be aware of what has occurred in our partner's lives. Sometime. Well, I think it should be most of the time, or 99% of the time, we should be aware of who we dealing with. Because some things can make your partner act a certain way. We don't know. So we have to make sure that we are aware of who our partner is. We are aware of who we date. Because you know, you've heard some older people or some people say, you know what you was getting into when you started messing with him. Messing with him or messing with her. You know what you was getting into already. But we attracted to certain type of people. Might be something about her that just fine. Ooh, damn, she make you say hallelujah. So we have to be, like I said, we have to be conscious and aware of the type of people in which we deal with. So if you dating, ladies, if you dating some man that's unstable and want to get all aggressive and get all up in your face before y'all make some good commitments or some great commitments, you might have to back away from that. You know, you might have to back away from, he nice looking, he got a lot of money, or he take care of me and blah blah blah, but he might mistreat you in a certain manner too. Sometimes we can't supplement the money for the treatment. Yeah, the money is good. The money is great. But we have to be aware of what we got going on. We have to be aware. So y'all see what Lance said. Okay? So we have to be aware of what's going on in the relationship. You know? And you're right, Lance. Nobody is perfect. But we still have to give this balance of who our partner is. Okay? Sometimes you say, okay, we're not perfect. Do we understand that we're not perfect when we mistreat the other person? Or we not understand that we're not perfect when the other person is gone? I don't know. When the other person gone, do you say, well, ain't nobody perfect. Yeah, I did maybe just talk to her crazy, but she gone now, ran away. Nobody is perfect. But we still have to communicate the fact that, look, I didn't feel, I was uncomfortable when you said that, or you called me out my name. I know some aggressive partners, some aggressive dudes that, what you say? What you say you all? Yes, it is give and take. So I know some guys that's going, what you say? What I said go. This is what it is. Got to compromise. It's compromising. We can be over masculine and to the point where this is what I said go and that's it. How this working out? Tell me how this working out for you. So you have to be gentle with women. You have to be uh, not so aggressive when it comes to their feelings and how you the general what do you call it? The general yeah, probably not good. So the interaction, your general interaction with somebody has you have to know that you can't be too aggressive. You can't be over masculine. No, I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it. You gotta be gentle. Sometimes we gotta be gentle anyway. At least I think so. You know? But some people don't perform like that. You know? So we always have to think about that. I always gotta think about that. I want y'all to do me one favor. I want y'all to hold on for 1 second. My phone died, so I gotta charge it because I can see y'all the activity that's going on my page. So I gotta get my charger. Hold up for 1 second. Please forgive me, and don't forget this is going on too. Yeah, I'm back. Sorry about that. Had to go do something right quick. Get my phone back in functioning properly. So we have to be mindful of how we deal with people. You know, but you get people who think that what sign you are is how you treat people. Well, I'm a Taurus. You know, we know we stubborn. Yeah, but you was probably brought up in a hostile environment at the crib too. So, at the crib, at the house, at home, your upbringing has something to do with who you are. That's true. It's a fact that your upbringing has something to do with who you are as a person. So we have to be conscious of those things that you know how years ago they used to talk about, well, you know, you want to know how a woman gonna turn out, who she is. You got to go and see who her mama is. Go look at their family atmosphere. You know? Well, they used to tell us that. Go check out what's going on at the house. And you'll see, you can determine on who she might be. You know? If you go there and everybody in the house on dope or on drugs or whatever, if you go there and that's what's going on, then you might have an issue. You might have a situation that you might have to deal with when it comes to interacting with your significant other in your relationship. Some people come from some good homes. I mean, you go there and be like, man, it's all right. You know, mama's cool. I met the daddy. Daddy, he cool. He all right. He doing all right. He been at his job X amount of years, or he been taking care of his family. Mama and daddy might not be together, but the daddy cool and the mama cool. You know? But we don't know that what happened in childhood, but you can kind of gauge on who that person may be. You know? Sometimes if the mama real wild, sometimes her daughter might be real wild. What's up, Crow? Let me acknowledge some people in the room. Crow in the building. ATL. Shiara is in the building. Some other people in the building that I can't see until you say something. Can I get some thumbs up? Can I get some hearts? Can I get some thumbs up? Can I get some hearts? All right. I want to show y'all some events that's about to go down. We got this event going on, 618-314 ATL Turn Up. That's going to be nice. So y'all probably need to go and those of you who not going to our Parkside event that we got, that they gonna have in the hood. Those of you who not going to that, maybe can go to this if you don't want to go there. I don't know. That's what I think. Then we have, let me see. Then we have this event right here. Oh shoot. We have this event right here. We have this Parkside event that's going down. That should be pretty nice, cause we got some brothers in the hood that can barbecue pretty good, that can cook really pretty good. Everybody who got Parkside paraphernalia, they gonna be out there. Yep, it's going down in ATL. So I don't know which event that you're gonna go to. A lot of people in my neighborhood, gonna be at this Parkside event, which that should be pretty good, because this is the first big one. This is the first big one. I think every neighborhood need to have some form of reunion so you can get back to, sometimes you got to reminisce and laugh and figure out where you came from. I'm just saying. Like I said, and the conversation is, how can men take their relationships to the next level and make their families function properly? That's the question. That's the question at hand. So sometimes we have this vision, ladies in here, we have this vision on where we want to take our relationship, where we want our relationship to be. We had a vision of how we want it to look like. Sometimes as women, y'all have to ask that question too. What you think our relationship should look like? What do you think a relationship looks like? Or what do you think our family should look like? How should, when people on the outside looking in, what should it look like? Should it look like we doing good? Should it look like we are dysfunctional? Should it look like the kids being abused? Should it look like I'm abusing you or you abusing me? What should it look like? Sometimes you gotta have them conversations, and a lot of times we don't have them conversations. We'll allow the relationship to go on, and then we'll split it up based on the reason of, oh man, I ain't got time to be explaining no grown person. I don't know. But see, that could be the way that you handle problems. That could be the way that you handle situations or issues. That could be what that is. But you have to make sure that you get a clear understanding on what's going on with two people. I'm just saying. So we have to be mindful of what we doing in a relationship. Because I've seen a lot of people that split up or getting ready to split up, or they at the verge of just giving up, and I hear them say stuff like, "What we doing? What we doing? You know this ain't working. I ain't happy. You ain't happy. How long you ain't been happy? I ain't been happy for 10 years. What? 10 years? You just not telling me that?" So we have to make sure that we make each other happy. We got to be in that arena where I'm happy, you happy. That's what I think. I could be wrong. I'm happy, you happy. It's got to be mutual. Some things got to be mutual. You get a mutual understanding, then you got a mutual understanding. If anything go wrong, you can always say, we talked about this already. I thought we talked about that. You said you weren't going to do this. I said I wasn't going to do that. We talked about that already. So sometimes when you make stuff clear, you don't have them issues later. So the question is, how can we make the relationships, how as men can we take our relationships to the next level and make our families function properly? How can we do that? Sometimes we need the ladies' input. Sometimes we need the ladies' input. What do we do? This ain't working. What we gonna do? You know, you can say, "Well, I still like you." Like and love is two different things. Things you like to do, you do all the time. Things you love to do, sometimes you don't love them no more. Just saying. Like to do, make you happy. Love to do, sometimes they go away. Well, some things you like forever. You know how you like them Chico sticks and them now and laters, them pineapple now and laters? You like them forever. So we got to understand that. We have to have some form of communication. We can't have no communication breakdowns, but we got to have some form of communication. We got to be able to communicate to the point where things are not dysfunctional. I think so anyway. Okay? Ladies, y'all can feel free to chime in. Some of the brothers on here, they just listening, waiting on a female to say something. You know, we got a 2-part issue. Sometimes women, y'all might be flapping off at the mouth all the time. My daddy ain't tell me what to do. My daddy didn't tell me what to do. Now, that may be true. I ain't your daddy. You know? Well, my daddy said that a man's supposed to treat a woman like this. That may be true. Yeah, you supposed to look up to what your daddy talking about. You supposed to look up to the things in which your daddy said you should expect out of a man. Now, other men got to understand if that's true or not. Some of it can be garbage. Sometimes he can be leading you down the rabbit hole. I don't know if you ever been led down the rabbit hole, but sometimes people are led down the rabbit hole. You know? It's dark down in the rabbit hole. Especially if you ain't been used to being down there. Now, if you down in the trenches all the time, you used to it. You become immune to verbal abuse. You become immune to it. So how can we as men take our relationships to the next level? And how can we make our families function properly? Because we can't be looking at it as if, maybe as men we have to do more in the relationship. No, baby, you ain't got to touch that. I got it. Maybe we got to be more gentle. No, baby, you ain't got to do that. Or if I'm gonna go to the store and get the stuff, I want you to cook this. I like that salmon. I like that salmon that you cook. Sometimes it's have to be a give and take. So on the give and take, we that means that we working together. If you can work together, then you can accomplish a lot of stuff. But sometimes we be assholes. Sometimes you got to charge it to a guy's upbringing. Sometimes men be assholes only because that's how we had to get it out the mud. What's up, Miss Qualls? How you doing today? Sometimes we got to get it out the mud. And then that makes us be a little bit more harsh or firm in the way that we treat people. Then they tell you, well, you got to treat people the way that you want to be treated. If you come from that background where I don't care how you treat me, I'm gonna be me. Okay. You might just be you. However, it's two of y'all. Y'all two different individuals. Y'all may have come in two different backgrounds. But you can't treat that person the same way you treat everybody. This is supposed to be somebody you like or love. You can't treat them the same. Some stuff is sacred. Some stuff is this is on sacred ground. You can't. This is off limits on what I'm doing. Some stuff. Now, if that's something that y'all communicated and the way you roll, then y'all got that understanding. But the question at hand is, how can we as men Make our relationships better and make them function. Make them function properly. So we have to be in that realm of communication. Sometimes, man, we have to be. When I say gentle, I mean, if you know that your woman like certain stuff, and if you know she like to be hugged and all of these old good things, just make her feel. We talked a week ago. We talked about secure, women being secure. How do you make them feel secure? How do we make our relationships better? That's the question. We can make them feel secure. Give them a hug. Hold them. Sometimes, I like to hug. I like to hug, amongst other things, but I like to hug. Sometimes you got to massage their feet. Sometimes you got to massage her back. Sometimes you got to just cuddle. You got to find out what they like, bro. You got to tap into their mind. Because some of us seen our mothers be treated a little, old schoolish. Hey, this is my house. Dude, I ain't doing all that. But we have to be a little bit more gentle. We have to be like that. Because as it seems now, the relationship business is crashing. Rub that all on her legs. Give her that good massage. Oh, they like that. They like that. I'm just saying, sometimes you have to figure out what makes her happy. We trying to make the relationships better. We trying to take it to the next level. We got to make it work. I'm just saying. We got to figure out, we got to change the narrative, because we got a whole generation, us older brothers got a whole generation coming up behind us. Them cats do not know how to treat females. They don't. So then as they get older, guess what they're going to do? They're going to say, we're the OGs. This is the way the OGs used to treat them. Some of that stuff was right. Some of that stuff was garbage. Some of that stuff was garbage. So we got a whole generation coming up behind us. What we gonna do? How we gonna teach them? Because they got to be taught properly. They got to be taught in a manner where they know how to treat the next generation of females. All the women can't be bees. Some of women are bees, but all the women can't be bees. And like I say, you have to know what you get into. Some people are dealing with childhood trauma. They never get it fixed. So you got to find out what she like. Tap into it. Pay attention to what she like. Let's look around. What she like. She might like. I'm just saying. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what this means, but she might like that. Not in the way that you trying to hurt her, but she might like that. So you gotta tap into that. Man, we gotta be more. It's not assertive. Is it assertive? So we have to be more mindful of what they like. How do we get there? How we fix that? Find out what she like. You know, you might buy you buy some roses on Valentine's Day because you think she like it. But the rest of the year, what you doing? How we make the relationships function properly? We gotta figure out how we make it function properly. Sometimes, ladies, y'all have to have some input, because sometimes men have probably been doing it a certain way so long they don't know. They think that's what they like. You know, he could have been dealing with a knucklehead forever, but he got to find out what you like. He have to tap into what you like. I'm just saying. I don't know. I might not know what I'm talking about, but I seen it. I know what it looked like. Know what she like. I kind of sort of know what she don't like. So my thing is, we have to communicate with each other. We gotta let each other have our space. Gotta let the relationship breathe a little bit. That's just what I think, from my observation. I'm just saying. Sometimes you gotta do that. Sometimes you gotta do that. Go out and have some fun. Hey, what you doing? What you doing? Let's go take a ride. I'm saying you gotta jump in the hoopty and go take a ride. Go get some ice cream or something. Go to Fairview and get some ice cream, or go to Ted Drew's across the river, or in those of you who over the river, go get you some ice cream. They ain't costing you nothing. Might spend $15. Go get you some ice cream. Take a ride, do some window shopping. How about that? Go do some window shopping, and something that don't cost, because most of the time we always thinking that the whole thing we doing is spending money. You ain't broke because y'all went shopping. Not the one time. We not poor, we just broke because we spent our money in the wrong manner. So we have to be mindful of that also. It ain't that she might be asking you to go shopping all the time. It's just that we done jacked off so much money. Now you want to go shopping. What did I say, Papa? All right, let me see. I can't see that. Yes, Papa, you're right. Communication. You gotta communicate. You gotta have communication. Communicate. That's easy. That's easy. You know how many ladies would love to say, man, my man talk all the time. I know what he going through. I know what he dealing with. I know this. Can't tell him everything. And y'all can't share all the information. However, you still got to be able to sit down, go to the crib, and just relax and say, baby, man, it's been rough on me today. I had a rough one today. You know? Every now and then, ladies, y'all got to come and massage them heads, them backs and them necks. Something like that. Sometimes you got to do that. Yeah, you got to have some connective energy. How about that? Let's focus on having some connective energy. That's a good thing, right? Having some connective energy. Okay? So now, I want to say this before I within the next couple minutes. I want to say, we're getting ready to have this eclipse, right? Tomorrow, the 8th, we're getting ready to have this eclipse. The eclipse symbolizes a cycle that happens. Okay, this may be different from any other eclipse because all of them symbolizes something different at that particular time. So, that being said, think about the eclipse being it could be a starting point for us to change how we do things. Let's use that. New Year is already in past, so we done already broke that up. That we done screwed that one up. How about we let April 8th be a new starting point? The eclipse, that means we didn't tore that page out. We start a new page. So there's going to be a new cycle of something happening. Those are facts. The eclipse symbolizes a cycle happen. So just think about that cycle making you a better person. Because we all can be better people. We all can be better people. So just think about the eclipse being a cycle of you becoming a better person. Because we got to have a starting point every time we do something. Oh, this is it. I can't do that no more. You see people that have divine intervention and they say, I ain't doing that no more. I'm done. That's what made me stop doing this. That's what made me stop doing that. There's a cycle. It's a starting point and the ending point. So we have to be mindful of that. We got to start somewhere. We got to try something different, even when it comes to our health. We talk about how much medicine we take, and I'm taking this and I'm taking that. But you hear people have these stories about how they change their diets and stuff like that. A lot of things we don't know unless we do it. We got to do it. We got to have a starting point. We have to do it. We have to change something. We keep going through the same cycle. We going to get getting the same stuff going on. We got to change it. So always think about that. We got to change. We have to change the narrative on how we treat things, or how we've been treating things, because if we keep doing it the same, we're going to keep getting the same results. We're going to keep getting the same results. How we fix that? We got to be able to fix it. I think ain't no way around it but to fix it. Got to fix it. So the topic is, how can men take their relationships to the next level and make their families function properly? Okay, ladies, y'all got to do one thing too. You got to start liking your man again. I know you hate him right now. He ain't ish. He garbage. Start liking him again. Man, we got to stop saying, oh man, fuck. I hate that. Because you fuss. Fuss like your mama. Fuss like your mama used to fuss. Oh, you just pissing me off. Oh, you so silly. So we gotta fix that. We gotta make some be different. So tomorrow, the eclipse is here. That means there's a cycle that changes. Let's change it. Let's change something in our life. Only because it's a new beginning on something. I want y'all to pay attention to the atmosphere tomorrow. When the planets align, something is going on. Whether the animals act different, whether the plants act different, whether the energy in the air is different, there is something different about the planets aligning. If you don't believe me, watch tomorrow and just pay attention to what's going on in society and in the world. There's a shift in something. Because if the moon supposed to be some form of energy, and the sun is some form of energy, and the earth is some form of energy, when they all align at one time, something happens. Something happened. All right? So we can always change who we are tomorrow and say, I'm going to stop doing this. I'm going to change something. Change something. Make something happen tomorrow. How about that? That's what I think. Some of these views come from things that I think, from my experience, or just my conversations that I have with people. Think about that. Let me get some shout outs. What's up, Nat? What's up, Papa? What's up, Bobby? What's up, Rita? What's up, Miss Qualls? What's up, Dr. Kim Combs? What's up, sister? How you doing? That's my little sister too, y'all. That's my little sister too. Deion Henderson, Parkside, is in the building. Crowell is in the building. Sleepy in the building. Lance in the building. Yolanda Wooten in the building. I got people in the building. I got a few fans. I got a few people like me. Keep liking me. I like y'all like me. All right. So I'm finna get ready to get out of here. I just had to come on, and sometimes I go on late and mess up everybody's rhythm. But just catch my rhythm. Catch my rhythm. I'm dancing to a different drum. Just catch my rhythm. Catch my rhythm. And I will very much appreciate it if you ride the wave. Just ride the wave. It's a good thing. I gotta go. It's been real. I gotta do this first, y'all. Y'all know I gotta do my little commercials, right? All right. was thinking, how would you be if you were at 100%? What would your life be like if you were at 100%? So I'm trying to reach that goal of being my 100% potential. At 100% of my potential, you may not even recognize who I am. Because we are all supposed to be somebody great. We all supposed to be somebody who does something fascinating. Think about that. You know, I hear a lot of people say that, I have a photographer that can capture the shot that I need. But when they see the images in which we have, it's almost like, why go anywhere else? When you want the right shot, come to the best. 5-Star Production. So it's been real. I had a ball. Thanks to y'all. Sorry. Peace. 2 fingers together. Peace. I'll holler at y'all. And I'm out.